Hi, I'm Brianne.
And I'm Grant.
And we are the B&G Expedition. We thought we would give you a little bit of a room tour while we're sailing on the Navigator of the Seas to Baja, California. We are staying in room 1394 or 1394 on deck 10. It is a junior suite category, and we thought we'd give you a little tour of what this room looks like.
The entryway right next to the bathroom here, it's a very large bathroom. And, at least for a ship, it's a small bathroom if it was a hotel.
So there is a full-sized shower tub, which comes specifically in the junior suites, but not all of the junior suites on the retrofitted Navigator of the Seas. I believe the ones on decks 11, which were added during the 2019 retrofit, are still 3/4. So I believe those are showers only. So some of these older original junior suites on the Navigator still have the full-size bath, and then you'll find everything else you have in a bathroom, such as toilet and sink. Another benefit of the junior suite is that you will have additional storage in the mirrors. So that is not something we have taken advantage of, but it is something that is available in the junior suite, which is great because there isn't a lot of counter space in my experience. And myself personally, we both carry toiletry bags. He carries one with all of his things, and I carry multiple because I have makeup and hair stuff in 2 separate bags. But it is a very large bathroom. As you can see, we are both standing in it, and there is still plenty of space, including, the very large tub shower. So, moving on.
And that's not the only place where there is lots of storage. Across the hallway, across the entryway here from the bathroom, is a walk-in closet, that has lots of shelving. We have our shoes and our bags that we're not using right now, my underwater dive camera, and we have a bunch of stuff hanging, and there was hangers already here.
Yeah, so. And I would say an adequate number of hangers. We have a lot of cool weather clothes. We hung a lot of our jackets, but I would say for these short 3 and 4 night cruises, and maybe even a 7 night, there was an appropriate amount of hangers in the closet.
Yeah. And there's also all this storage here along either side of the vanity here. There's, it's where we put most of our folded clothes. There's also drawers. One problem with the drawers is they don't stay closed.
Yeah.
This has been not the smoothest sailing. It hasn't been that rough. But, they keep on popping open. And if you are one of those people who, really likes that neat, tidy appearance of having, all the drawers and cabinets closed all the time, this is not the room for you.
Right.
Really, they need those drawer slides that,
like have a detent to lock into place.
Yeah.
So they're not opening and closing with the...
a good bias to close, I think, is would be nice.
Yeah. Additional storage in the mirrors next to the mirror.
Yeah. Also here along the along the desk, there's all the plugs. These are all the plugs in the room. So there are 2 American plugs and 1 European style plug. So we brought an extra plug adapter, a travel adapter. There's a TV. Honestly, it feels small. Even when you're laying on the bed, it's, what is that? Like a 30-inch TV, maybe. It's not the good 75-inch we have at home.
Right.
But, it feels small.
Job, I
right.
suppose.
We're not actually watching TV. Their selection of on-demand movies is very poor, and the free ones are even worse. So we've not watched anything on it other than look at our position on the map.
Yep. Under the TV, you have your, what I will call a cooler. I definitely don't think it is a fridge because it won't keep things probably as cold as many people prefer, but it does keep things cool enough to have and be an appropriate temperature for drinking, like beer and water and chilled wine.
It's fine for drinks. It is probably not fine for leftovers.
Right. Above the TV, you have your safe, which comes standard on every cruise ship room, it seems. And then above that is just additional storage.
Yeah. So for the two of us, this has way more storage than we need. If you had a family of 4, which can easily fit in this room, you might be able to fill all the storage, but there's plenty of storage even for a family of 4.
Yep. So as a standard with most cruise ship bedrooms, you have your bed, which can be separated or together. In our case, we have it together. I guess I like him well enough to share a bed. And then there are 2 end tables that have drawers as well, and 2 lights above that, both a, regular type of light and then a focused light for maybe reading in bed.
Yeah. And, as we mentioned, there are no outlets on the end tables or near the end tables.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to have to keep your phone plugged in out of arm's reach, which for some of us is uncomfortable.
Right.
Yeah,
definitely the millennials and us are having to get out of bed to collect our phones.
Yeah.
Something to note, 1394 is a connecting cabin, so you are connected to the cabin if you're staring out the balcony to your left. Moving on, this does have a lot of seating as well, a generous amount for a junior suite. So there's I would call this like a full-size sofa. Yeah,
a full-size sofa that converts to, I think, a queen-size bed.
Yeah, because it sleeps 2, so I would say probably a full. So I believe this cabin sleeps 4 total max. And then there's also a chair with an ottoman and a small side table next to it.
And I mean, I think honestly, the chair is the most comfortable seating, definitely in the room, but, maybe on the ship. It was a very comfortable chair.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's probably the best part about this whole room, unless you have small kids, and then the full-size tub is the best part because, any parent will know that, until kids are ready for showers, bathing them in the tub is so much easier.
Yep.
So there's the side table next to the chair, which has a coffee station. It's
espresso, and I believe it also does more than an espresso, a lungo, I think. A lugo? I don't know.
We don't know.
Yeah.
We haven't used it.
No.
There's no plug next to it, so you have to move it to the desk and plug it in over there in one of the 2 plugs that you have available. And there's a Starbucks on board.
Yeah.
So
I personally feel like that is more work than walking to deck 4 or 5 to get your specialty coffee.
Yeah. And then this is an aft-facing cabin. If you come out here, you have a nice view out the back of the ship. Mm-hmm. And after I went running this morning, I was out here, cooling down, just hanging out. Brienne was reading her book and drinking some coffee. Mm-hmm. It was a nice place to hang out, away from everybody else. Especially on a cruise. This is spring break for a lot of people, so it's a crowded cruise, and it's nice having this large area to yourself, where it's nice and quiet and away from people. One of the interesting things on this balcony is that you can see the balconies on the decks below you. Mm-hmm. So on deck 9 and deck 8. Mm-hmm. So you can kind of look down into their space, which was weird.
But a benefit is that nobody can look into your balcony. So, I mean, if that is something you are looking for, deck 10's junior suite aft balconies are going to be your more private balconies. Additionally, there are 2 lounge chairs and 2 standard chairs with 2 tables, one more of an end table and one bistro style between the 2 regular chairs. So there's quite a bit of space here. I did stay on this ship last year in a junior suite on the either port or starboard side, and this is a much deeper balcony than that one. So I do highly recommend the aft if you are looking for a larger balcony.
So that's the
room.
Yeah, that's the room. So we hope you enjoyed this room tour of Navigator of the Seas, Suite 1394. Yep. And if you enjoyed this, we should have our whole trip video out sometime in a couple weeks probably, where we talk about everything we've done on this cruise.
Yep, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yep, that's right.
But if you have any questions about the ship or this balcony stateroom, junior suite stateroom, feel free to drop it in the comments.
Yeah. And until next time.
Until next
See you
time.
later.